Everything the Republicans do is pure projection. Whether it's their claims of massive voter fraud in the 2020 election, and then we find out that, most of the voter fraud was actually coming from Republicans. Hell, we've had Republican officials busted for voter fraud. A Republican Party leader in Georgia busted voting illegally 9 times in the span of 2 years. So yeah, the claims of voter fraud was pure projection. They think everybody's doing it because they're doing it. And in keeping with that theme of pure projection, Donald Trump has released a new political attack ad accusing the Democrats of being the party of violence. Is literally what the ad says, that the Democrats are the party of violence. And then the ad takes a bunch of out of context clips from a bunch of people, some of whom are actually Democrats. Others include people like Madonna, where they're saying allegedly violent things. For example, when President Biden said a long time ago, a couple years ago, that Trump was the kind of guy who back in high school days would have been taken out behind the gym and beaten up, that's in the ad, because obviously Biden saying he would have beaten up Donald Trump in the 1930s somehow is political violence. Then, of course, you had Nancy Pelosi who said, I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be that. And of course, that is a clip taken grossly out of context. You had Chris Cuomo who said, show me where it says the protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful. Oh, no. Then you had Eric Holder in a clip who says, they go low, we kick them. And Madonna, of course, who said, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. Okay, well, that's a horrible thing to say, by the way. I'm not going to argue with that. But it's Madonna's not an elected official. Like, I don't even know what her political affiliation is. So you just randomly threw Madonna in here for no reason, accusing Democrats of course, being the party of violence. Now, as I said, I'm not even going to attempt to defend the Madonna statement. I think it's crazy. But at the same time, Donald Trump, just days before he released this new ad, once again, in a speech in Michigan, said there would be a bloodbath in this country if he is not reelected. Similar to his bloodbath comments from a week or so before that, where he said, oh, they're taking it out of context. Oh, God, everybody's up in arms about this. But it got him publicity, so he says it again. This is the man, the very same man, who caused the Capitol Riot. Now, when I say caused, what I mean is if Donald Trump had not fought the 2020 election results, there would have been no Stop the Steal rally, which means those lunatics wouldn't have been in D.C., which means they wouldn't have stormed the Capitol. So yes, Donald Trump caused the Capitol riot. Like, that was political violence. Trump supporters, hell, there was a Trump supporter last week arrested for sending death threats to New York Attorney General Letitia James and Judge Arthur Engoron. Trump supporters are getting arrested all the time for the horrible death threats that they're sending to judges, prosecutors, and sitting Democratic politicians. Trump supporters have been arrested carrying a van load of weapons to try to go kill people at CNN. And of course, he caused the Capitol riot. They are the party of violence, which is why this whole thing saying Democrats are the party of violence, it is pure projection. It is pure gaslighting, because we know it didn't happen, but that's what Trump is going with. But there is a reason he is going this route that actually goes beyond projection. By putting this out there, by telling his already very violent supporters that the Democrats want to hurt you, what he's doing is giving them kind of the little green light, that wink and a nod, elbowing them, saying they want to hurt you. You going to do something about it? He is effectively, whether he intended to or not, giving them permission to go and do horrible things to these people. He is telling his supporters they want to hurt you, so you go hurt them first. So it's not just about the projection. This is, like so many other things Trump does, a call to action and basically a pass for his supporters to become violent.